Good morning. There is a cat running around crazy beside me, so ignore her sounds of anger. Let's do some minis today, which is going to involve us actually separating the two minis that are just intertwined within this box. So I'm also gonna have to fix my hair because it's driving me nuts. Let's do that.
If you learn anything from me, it's to please have a better organization plan than this. Watch my mistakes. Watch my fool's errand.
I'm always fascinated by glue and what glue will do. And I don't think this is gonna screw up too much, but just look at that. How am I gonna get the cap out? Because there's still glue in the container. In the bottle, I should say. Maybe it is gonna screw up a little bit of what we got going on. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we found the important instructions. We have a flower shop, and we've got a coffee shop and a tea room. Now, I think I've pretty much equally created everything for both. So because I don't know, actually. Let me think about what I need to do. Let me think about what I can do. Here, hold, pause.
And I should say, I'm still very proud of the fact that I'm able to make art and that it can be messy and borderline incomprehensible to anyone that is not me. And creating it, that was a picture that I found that was my grandma's and I found just shoved in this box. So thank you, X family, for going through every single thing that I own and touching it with your hands. Which is probably why some of this is so bizarrely organized, but whatever.
So upon further inspection, I actually have more of the cake shop done than the flower shop. So I'm going to put you guys at a much higher vantage point so I can adequately put flower shop one side, cake shop the other, and today we will work on the cake shop. Oh, I have to show you some of these little minis though before I do all that, just because I'm so proud. It's been a while since I've touched these, like maybe a year, but still. It's my wee babies. It's my little tiny babies. Yes, I add a lot of things to my miniatures, whether it's paint, whether it's buttons, whether it's little stones and things. But you're so cute. This has supposed to have something on top of it, which is why there's a big old glue spot there, but I'll fix it. I will fix it. I love this. This is one of my favorite bits that I've put together. So on the interior part is actually part of a card that had Gustav Klimt's artwork on it. So I had a lot of fun doing that. Got little goodies in there that you'll never be able to get out, but if you know, I will know it's in there. I will remember. And oh, this poor little table is so fucked up at the bottom. I'm surprised that it's still standing. But that's all right. Everything's gonna get glued down, so yeah. Taking one more wee little break because I found some little things that I made a very, very long time ago, and some other little things that I got that I really wanted to share. So let me show you. So the very first time I was in a ceramics class, when I really fell in love with it, is when I was an undergrad. And I love to do hand building as much as wheel throwing, but I really wanted to make some miniature wheel thrown things. And so this is my little set. I got my big old pitcher, which I just glued back together because I realized it had broken apart in a couple of pieces. Got my little AA on the bottom of everything. I used the same glaze for everything, for the interior, for the edge, and then for the exterior. But then I had a little vase carafe. And then at some point I had 2 of these little guys. I only have 1 of them now, but they're still really sweet little cups. And then of course, a teapot. Because for that ceramics class, we all needed to make a teapot. And I made like a regular size teapot, which I don't think it exists anymore. I've looked everywhere for it. It was a pumpkin teapot with little gourd cups, and it's just gone. But yes, you can put water in here. And then pour yourself a little cup of tea. And then last but not least, I wanted to make a salad bowl for whatever reason. Oh no! Because I really wanted to make a little tiny spoon. And so I did. I fucking did. And I really love and cherish these little pieces. They make me very happy. And then at some point, I got a couple other like pieces of miniature furniture, and I don't know where they've all gone. But I do still have my little, you know, I got my big Dutch oven. I've got the largest pot. I've got the smallest pot. And then a little skillet. I'm thinking of using these for a project, but I don't know. I just love them so much. Oh, give me cuteness aggression. Okay, so good news is I know exactly where I am to move forward with for the little tea shop, whatever this is. Cake shop and tea room. Bad news is I cannot find anywhere the materials to make the little lamp. Now there's a couple different lighting elements in this, and I think I know how to mitigate that issue, but I feel like I touched the little pieces that made up this light, because I keep on looking at the directions and I look at what I'm supposed to make for the crystal lamp, and I feel like I've touched those pieces recently, but I can't find them anywhere. So we're going to emotionally move on and just get to make a couple of bar stools, do a little something with a fence, make a candlestick. You know how it goes.
So this is the very tedious little bitsy parts, and I enjoy the little bitsy parts. But also, like, I've come to realize that a lot of what I love to do, which I will speak on more a little bit later, is equal parts frustrating as well as, like, happiness inducing. So that's an interesting dichotomy I can think upon on a later day. But these bar stools, man, I had a time with these bar stools, and at the end of the day it didn't even really matter. So try and learn from my mistake of it being trying to make something perfect and it not needing to be perfect, because maybe that's just not how it's gonna end anyways. Oh, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So just for now, enjoy watching me painstakingly glue each small piece of wire to another small piece of wire. And yes, half of this work really is just balancing different things on, like, one object balanced on 7 other objects to try and make it the same height as the original object that you're working with. And are there other ways to deal with this? Probably. Do I have the proper tools to do any of the things that I envision in my mind? Absolutely not. But whatever. I'm going to do it anyways. Especially because it's not perfect, nor should it be perfect. So.
Sorry, I'm not saying anything because I have my headphones on and I'm listening to Nosferatu, the 2024 version. And Herr Hutter just got to the castle, and all that I want to do is go, "You must bounce on it. Crazy style." And no, I can't roll my R's. I wish I could roll my R's. I've worked really hard to try to learn how to. I just can't get my tongue to do it. But I can do it at the back of my throat, which doesn't sound as good, nor does it flow as well in conversation. But we try anyways. So you can see how finicky this is. But we continue on regardless. Okay. And now we're gonna let that do its thing.
I actually really do like this little coffee bakery shop and whatever, because I always had a dream of like having a library slash bookstore and coffee shop when I was younger. And I mean, that technically isn't something that I can't achieve. It is just certainly not at all in my periphery of things that I'm going to be doing anytime soon. But anyways, I just love these funny little green material that they gave to create these topiary things. I had a really fun time playing around with them, and it makes a horrible mess. But whatever. That's kind of the point of doing DIY projects and crafting, is you're making something beautiful out of an absolute goddamn mess.
So it's the next day. And I know, I understand the birds are outside and you want to eat them, but let me tell you, you can't. I mean, you can, that's why you're stuck inside. You're just so good at hunting. I did a lot of shit off camera. Because it's just teeny tiny and it's fiddly. And so now we're at the part where I'm actually getting ready to install the 3 of the 4 main electrical components. And then there's like the actual construction of everything, which is like the end of the process. So I'm equal parts happy, I'm equal parts sad. But let us go ahead and forge forward. I will show you some of the teeny tiny fiddly bits that I did for the, God, I'm covered in glue, for the flora aspect of all of this. But yeah. We've got our topiaries. We've got some little yeller guys and some lilies. We've got some flowering bunches. I have dogs in very close proximity. And then things for the wisteria, for the roses in the bush. So we'll get to it. I'm actually going to start construction on the physical house first before I do the lighting, because I want the angle that I put the roof together at to be proper. And so yeah, let's do that instead. I also completely fucked up the bar stools. They were nice, they were fine, they were a little bit, you know, lopsided, but they were cool. And then I put the box that I have all of this in, I placed it down without even looking, and I smushed them. They looked like little bar stools, and then they looked like mackerel. So, R.I.P. We're doing something different instead. Alright, everyone enjoy being free and not glued down, because it's coming to an end very, very soon. This is probably my favorite. Just look at how sweet she is. Look at her little drawer. Look at her little teeth. Oh, so sorry. But then I actually have all of these extras that do need to get in here, so I think we will take the time to put them in. And then we will start to glue. Oh no.
And now it's like kind of the sad part where it's the home stretch. And I can say this very lovingly looking back on this editing process of me actually doing the thing versus editing, because let me tell you, one of the reasons why a lot of this is in time lapse is because A, I think it's more fun to watch when it's fast, but B, half the time I'm just cursing and I'm spitting and I'm angry.
and I'm doing this and that. And like, yes, I'm having a fun time. Don't get me wrong. I'm having a very fun time. But again, just that fine line between I'm having a fun time and I am so fucking pissed. It's apparently very, very, very fine, if not blurred a lot of the time. But goddamn, I just love all of these little bits and baubles and pieces. And look, there's the bar stools. Look at the bar stools before they disappear. Don't even talk to me about the bar stools. Let's just move on. I love the color palette of this. The blue, the pink, the soft green. And for whatever reason, this set really reminds me of the 1994 Thumbelina. Here's the fucking thing. A lot of the times, the electrical components upon these miniature sets are a little bit hit and miss. And I'm having fun. I'm just realizing the close proximity of me having fun and me being super pissed off a lot of the times is like blurred ass line. So I'm going to finish this piece, and whether or not the electrical component works or not is going to be up for debate. And I'm really, really fucking pissed about that because it's just flickering. I even got rid of like part of the electrical components and put in a different electrical component that I had. So it was just the fairy lights and not the fairy lights with these stupid motherfuckers. And so perhaps it will work, perhaps it won't work. Tell me all about it, girl. We continue forward regardless. Don't even talk to me about this part of the construction. Just accept that it happened and move forward. And this fucking thing, this gave me so much agita, and at least it's on now, but man, again, like fine line between I'm having fun versus I'm going crazy. It's my emotional support beast. Yes. And then it was time to do what I think is the most fun, which is all of the flowers and things. I love, like, in real life wisteria. I have had the chance to see it a handful of times. Like, I know there's a really beautiful wisteria plant, I believe, at the Huntington Gardens, which is here in Southern California. There has been really beautiful wisteria in the area that I was living in Portland, Oregon when I was there. And I you know, you see pictures of it and the things. I would love to go to that. It's a big old drapery of like yellow wisteria somewhere in England. But I miss having like a real garden like this. I miss being able to have something to tend to all the time, because let me tell you, shit doesn't really grow in my hometown. Like some things do grow. However, it's not like I live here, but it's not my house, so I don't have a garden. So this is like the next best thing for me having a garden again. Oh my god. The motherfucker is in. Let's give her a little flip around. However, there's nothing quite like seeing things out in the sun. So let's do it, and then we'll go to the darkest part of the house, which is the downstairs bathroom, and we'll look at the lights. Hello, we're in a dark room, and that is because, oh my lord, I cursed and I yelled and I screamed into my pillow, and then I figured out the electrical system. All right, that's it for today. I'm going to go lay down because it's equal parts stressful and exciting and happy and wonderful, and yeah, enjoy my crooked latte shop.